So if you are going to use a TI calculator to find the zeros, we're going to just go ahead and use this equation that was the same equation from the Desmos video that you just took notes over. So x minus 3. Oh, sorry, I didn't hit the first step or write the first step. So you want to hit the y equals button, which is directly below the screen. So if you hit the y equals, then you're going to type in the equation exactly how you see it. So you're going to hit parentheses, which is right above the 8. The X is right next to the green alpha button. Let me turn this light down just a little bit. It's reflecting pretty bad. So you're going to hit the X. Make sure you hit this minus sign, not the negative sign that's down here. So hit minus 3. Close parentheses. To do the squared, you're going to hit the caret that's right below this clear over here. Hit 2. Make sure you hit the over arrow, minus 5. Okay, so once you have typed the equation in, you're going to hit the button that says graph. Notice it's on the opposite side right underneath the screen. So you're going to hit graph. Oops, I should have said type equation. So then you're going to hit graph. You should see the graph sometimes based on what the equation is, like if it was shifted up 10 and you couldn't see it. But in this case, you can see the graph, so we're fine. Now, notice right below this calculator or the screen, see how it says CALC right there in blue? That stands for calculate. Notice that it's in blue text. So you have to hit the blue button or the second button. So you're going to hit second. And then trace, which is calc. So second trace. Notice the options that it gives you. It gives you value, 0, minimum, maximum, intersect, dy over dx, which is just delta y over delta x, which is just slope. But we're going to go to 0, the option 0. So you want to hit, you can either hit number 2 or go down to number 2 and hit enter. So we're going to go to 2, which says 0, and hit enter. Now, this is the part that they have not changed the settings in this calculator for a really long time. This is the part where people start getting messed up. Do you see how it says left bound? You guys see on the bottom of the calculator screen, it should say left bound. If we're trying to find this 0 right there, I did not want to mark on my screen with a permanent marker. So if you see we're trying to find that 0, I need to make sure that the cursor is, do you see that cursor? It needs to be to the left of that 0. So I'm to the left of it. Doesn't matter how far. If you can't see your cursor, you might need to hit one of the arrows to get it close. So it says left bound. Make, or I should have said move cursor to left of 0. So I want to move to the left of the 0, then hit enter. Notice now at the bottom it says right bound. So again, move the cursor. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. Move the cursor to the right of the 0. Okay, so now I'm going to move my cursor so that it's on the right of that 0. And then hit enter. Notice it says guess. I have never understood why they put guess on there. So you just have to hit enter again. And then it will find it. Now that's all the steps to find the first one. So the first 0 is at 0.763932, which that 6 makes that 7 go to 0.8. That's the first one. Then you have to go back and repeat. Oh, I guess it's actually go back and repeat here. So you have to repeat to find second 0. Okay, so you're going to hit second trace again. Go to number 2. Now, this is one place that people start messing up on, is that you need to get to the left of it, which the left is this direction. So you want to hit enter on the left. Look at that little arrow that pops up. And then you have to move to the right, press enter, and enter again. So then it would be at 5.2. Sorry, can't see what I was writing. Okay, so now let's try this equation right here. So in order to change to change the graph, just hit y equals again. So go back up to the very beginning steps and you'll want to hit clear. And then type in this equation. So I would do 2, make sure you hit the x that's right here, squared, so caret 2, plus 7x minus 3. Hit graph again, just to make sure that your graph is showing up. Then once I've graphed it, you want to do second trace, go down to the 0. Now, this is where that left bound, where you have to do left bound. So you're going to, if I'm trying to find this one first, it doesn't matter the order you find them in, but I'm going to try to find this one first. So I need to move my cursor so that it is obviously to the left. You don't want to be like pretty much on it. You want to be obviously to the left and hit enter. Notice that line that popped up right there. It's pretty faint, but it popped up. And then you want to move to the right. Again, you want to make sure that there's enough room so that between those two lines, you can see that it's crossing. Notice it says guess, just hit enter one more time. And so our 0 would be negative 3.9 if you round. Okay, let's find the other 0. So you're going to hit second trace, go down to 0. Now this is the one where people get messed up. You don't want to move, or notice I was having to move my cursor over to the right just to get close, but you still have to be to the left of it. So if this is my 0, I need to be on this side of it. So I'm going to hit enter, move up to the right, enter. Notice you can see that it's between those two lines, and press enter again. And it would be 0.4. Again, if you need help, let me know.